Moroccan King Mohammed VI and French President Emmanuel Macron left stand on an escalator after inaugurating a high-speed line at Rabat train station, Morocco, Thursday, November 15, 2018. Macron is in Morocco to take part in the inauguration of a high-speed railway line that boasts the fastest journey times in Africa or the Arab world. Christophe Archambault, pool photo via AP, Frankfurt, Germany, AP, the latest on the French president's visit to Germany, all times local, 3:35 p.m. French President Emmanuel Macron has called for Europe to take more responsibility for its defense and security. Frankfurt, Germany, AP, the latest on the French president's visit to Germany, all times local, 3:35 p.m. French President Emmanuel Macron has called for Europe to take more responsibility for its defense and security and for France and Germany to play a leading role together. Macron made the remarks while speaking in the German lower house of parliament, the Bundestag, on Germany's National Day of Remember for the Victims of War and Dictatorship on Sunday. Macron said that the French-German alliance is invested with this obligation not to allow the world to slide into chaos, and to accompany it on the road of peace. He said that Europe can't play its role if it doesn't take more responsibility for its defense and security, and is content to play a secondary role on the international scene. Macron has called for creation of a European army. 1 p.m. French President Emmanuel Macron has taken part in a wreath-laying ceremony at Germany's memorial to the victims of war and dictatorship. Macron stood with folded hands and bowed head alongside German Chancellor Angela Merkel and President Frank-Walter Steinmeier at the Neue Wache Memorial in Berlin as part of a National Day of Remembrance. Macron is visiting as both he and Merkel are lagging in the polls and need some mutual reinforcement and support. Merkel has backed Macron's proposal for a European army someday, saying it would show the world that there will never again be war between European nations. The two are meeting before a December summit intended to decide limited reforms of the shared euro currency to make it more resistant to financial and economic crises. 8:40 a.m. French President Emmanuel Macron and German Chancellor Angela Merkel, both limping in the polls, are looking for common approaches to Donald Trump in fixing the flaws in the euro currency. Macron speaks in the German parliament in Berlin on Sunday on an annual day of remembrance for victims of war and dictatorship, a week after the 100th anniversary of the end of World War I, and then consults with Merkel on European and international issues. Merkel last week echoed Macron's call for a European army, a long-term prospect that drew tweeted criticism of Macron from Trump. Merkel said a European force would save money and agreed with Macron that Europe must be able to defend itself on its own. The two also face a December summit on limited reforms to the euro currency. Copyright 2018 The Associated Press. All rights reserved. This material may not be published, broadcast, written or redistributed.